Hello everyone, this is 𝗪𝗵𝘆 𝗣𝗯😋 welcomes you all on Pabbly. So guys, in this video you are going to learn how to send a Zoom meeting reminder message every day on WhatsApp automatically. Right. So guys, before I start explaining to you how we are going to do this, let me tell you why you should watch this video. So guys, if you opt this process that I am going to tell you, it will improve your productivity a lot and it will save your crucial time and energy. So let me start here. So suppose that you want to conduct an online meeting or a webinar on Zoom application. Okay, so you have scheduled and created a meeting here on Zoom application, and you have distributed the registration link of that meeting or webinar with all your audiences, right? So whenever any person registers from that registration link that you have sent, you want to send him or her a reminder message to remind them that they have to attend your meeting or webinar on any specific date and time. So you want to send those reminder messages on the WhatsApp accounts, right? And you can send those messages 2 days before the meeting, 1 day before a meeting, or 2 hours before a meeting, right? Now, how you are going to do this? One way is that whenever you got a new registration for your meeting or webinar, you are going to manually sort out the details of the person who have registered. Then you will come to WhatsApp and manually type a message for that registrant to remind him or her that they have to attend a meeting on any specific date and time. But guys, if you are receiving hundreds of registrations on daily basis, this can consume a lot of your time and energy. So we have a better way for you. What if I tell you that as and when you receive a new registration for a meeting here on Zoom application, a WhatsApp message get automatically delivered to the person who have registered, reminding them that they have to attend your meeting or webinar 2 days before the meeting or 2 hours before a meeting, or anytime you want to schedule that reminder message, right? This can happen guys, and to make this happen I am using a software here called as Pabbly Connect. So guys, Pabbly Connect is an integration and automation software, and what it will do, it will connect these two applications together such that whenever a new registration happen, a WhatsApp message get automatically delivered as per your schedule 2 days before or 1 day before or 2 hours before the scheduled meeting, right? And the best part of making this automation guys is that you will not require any coding skills or programming knowledge. So any non-technical person can also make this automation. So now let me give you a demo on my screen of how this automation or connection between Zoom applications and WhatsApp is going to work in real time. So guys, this is my computer screen, and here you can see I am in my Zoom applications dashboard, and I have created these meetings and webinars here. And this one, the psychological grooming for COVID patients meeting, is going to be conducted today, okay, at 2:30 p.m. right? So I want to show you that whenever anyone registers for this meeting, we want to send to him or her the reminder of the meeting, telling them that you have to attend this meeting at this time and date. Okay, so we are going to send them those reminder messages 2 days before, 1 day before, and 2 hours before the starting of the meeting. Okay, so I will show you. I'll make a new registrant here, okay, and we will check. I'll show you the message that we are going to send 2 hours before this meeting, because this meeting is today only, so I can only show you the message which we are going to send automatically 2 hours before to the registrant who have registered for this webinar or this meeting. Okay, so I'm going to open the link of the meeting to make a new registration. So this is the registration link. Let me open this in a new tab. So guys, this is the registration form for this meeting or webinar, okay, on psychological grooming session for COVID patients. So here we have these fields, the first name, the last name, and the phone number and all other things. So let me fill this form quickly. Okay, so this is our registrant Farah Khan, and the email. So I am filling this form. Okay, so I have filled this form here. I have filled all the details and the WhatsApp number here. Now I'm going to click on register. Okay, so you can see the meeting registration approved. So the registration is done. So the meeting is at 10th of November 2:30 p.m., which is approximately 2 hours from now. So we are going to check on the WhatsApp account of this person who have done the registration here if she receives the message from our side reminding her that her meeting is at this time and date. Okay, so we'll wait for a few minutes and check the WhatsApp account if this account receives the message for the reminder of this meeting or not. So guys, you can see we have received a new message here in the WhatsApp. Let's check what is in the message. And the message is this. You can see, dear Farhan, thank you for registering yourself to the psychological grooming session for COVID patients webinar. The webinar will happen within the next 2 hours. Okay, it will start up at sharp 2:30, and this is the link of the webinar so that she can join the webinar from here itself. So this is how it is going to be done in real time. So you can see the message is this. It is saying, it is reminding her that she have to attend a webinar on this session. So you can see the title of the webinar is same as this, and the time here is also mentioned. Okay, and it will be going to happen in next 2 hours. Okay, so now you guys are wondering how I managed to bring this message here without any manual typing or compilation of this message, just by making a new registrant here, and just 2 hours before the starting time of the seminar, this WhatsApp account of the registrant receives this message automatically. Okay, so let me give you the easiest possible steps by which you can also make this automation and send reminders messages like these 2 hours before, 2 days before, and 1 day before to the registrants of your webinar. So guys, these are the 3 easy steps by which you can also make this integration or connection between your Zoom application and WhatsApp. So step 1 is connect Pabbly Connect to Zoom with the help of webhook URL. So first of all, we are going to open Pabbly Connect and connect our Zoom application with Pabbly Connect. And step 2 is collect the data from Zoom in Pabbly Connect. So in second step, we'll bring the data of the registrants from Zoom application to here in Pabbly Connect. And step 3 is send the reminder messages on WhatsApp via 360 dialog. Okay, so finally we are going to send the reminder message to the person whose data we have collected here in Pabbly Connect on his or her WhatsApp account. And to do this, we are going to use another application, which is 360 dialog. Okay, so I will tell you what 360 dialog is later on in this video. First of all, let's jump back to our step 1 and open Pabbly Connect. So in your internet browser, type here Pabbly, that is pabbly.com. So this is the landing page of Pabbly. From here, you have to put your cursor on this products icon and click on Pabbly Connect. Okay, now you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes by clicking here on sign up free button. So I have already made one free account, so I'm going to click on sign in directly. And from this all apps section of Pabbly, you have to come to this Pabbly Connect panel and click on access now. So this will bring you to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and to start working here, you have to create workflows like these. Okay, so to create a workflow, you have to click here on create workflow button, and here you have to give a relevant name to your workflow. So let me fill the name here. So I have filled the name as Zoom meeting reminders on WhatsApp automatically, right? Now click on create here, and your workflow is created. And after that, you will see these two things first, the trigger and the action. So Pabbly Connect work on these things. The trigger says when this happens, action says Pabbly Connect, please do this. All right. As in our use case, the trigger would be a new registrant here in our Zoom meeting, and the action would be is to send the meeting reminders to the registrant on WhatsApp account automatically 2 hours before, 2 days before, and 1 day before. Okay, so I'll show you how we are going to do this. And for that, click on this trigger option first, and from this choose app, choose your application as Zoom. Okay, now in this trigger event, you have to select configure webhooks option. and it will generate this URL. So this is called as a webhook URL. So to connect your Zoom application, you have to follow this process which is written here in this documentation. So let me open that. So this is the process which you can follow to build the connection with Zoom. Okay, so let me show you the process. So you have to copy this URL from here first. Then you have to go to your Zoom page, Zoom's dashboard, and here you have to click on this advanced option on this left hand side, and then click on app marketplace. Okay, and from this marketplace you have to click on this develop option and click on build app, right? And here you have to create a JWT app. Okay, so you can see it is saying your account already has a JWT, so I do not need to create it again, but I'll show you the process. So in this documentation which I have opened, you can see how to create a JWT. You can see the process. So to create this, you have to click on create. Okay, then you have to give a name to your JWT app, then click on create, and in this testing JWT window, you have to give the name of the app and you have to give the company name. This is compulsory. And then developer contact information, you have to give it the name of the person. So you can give the name of the person who is hosting the meeting or the webinar and the email address also. Then click on continue and your app will be made. Okay, after you made your JWT app, what you have to do, you have to click here on view here option. You will find this JWT here. Click on this view here, and from this page you have to click on features option. Okay, and here into this event subscriptions window, you have to create a new event. Okay, so it is showing one event already, Zoom recording. So let us create another event. So I'm clicking here on add event, and here we can give the name, any name to the event. So I'm giving the name as Zoom meeting reminders. Okay, and here in this event notification endpoint URL field, you have to paste the webhook URL that you have copied from here. Okay, like this. So paste it here in this app marketplace, this field, paste it. Okay, then click on add event, and from this meeting section you have to select meeting registration has been created. Check on this, then click on done. Okay, and then click on save here. Okay, so our Zoom meeting reminders event is created here. Now click on continue, and it is saying your app is activated on the account. Okay, and in Pabbly Connect you can see it started showing waiting for the webhooks response. Okay, so now you have to do a test submission, or you have to create a new registration for the meeting, and we are going to capture the data of that person who is doing the registration here in Pabbly Connect. So let me show you. So let us open the meeting again. So this is our meeting, and I am going to click on this registration link again. Okay, and let us do a fresh registration. So now I'm typing the name as Shiba. Okay, city and the phone number. Okay, so this is the WhatsApp number of this person who is making the registration. So I'm clicking on register here, and you can see a new registration is approved here, right? So you can see the data is captured here like this. Okay, so it is showing the details of the registration. Okay, the meeting's name and the registrant's name and all other details like this. Okay, so our first two steps is completed. Now we want to send the reminder messages about this meeting to the registrant here on the WhatsApp account 2 days before, 1 day before, and 2 hours before the starting of the meeting. Okay, so this is the starting time and date of the meeting we got from Zoom here. So we need dates 2 days before of this date and 1 day before of this date, and we need date and time 2 hours before of this time and date, so that we can send the messages accordingly. So to do that, you have to click here on this action window, and from this choose app you have to choose your application as date time formatter, this one. Okay, now in this action event you have to select add subtract time option, then click on connect. Okay, so it is asking enter date. So here we are going to enter this date, the starting date and time of our meeting. Okay, so to bring it here, you just have to click here on this field, then click on zoom option, and you will find the date and time here. So map it from here only, like this. And then it is asking expressions. So we want the date 2 days before this date, so we are going to enter here -2 days, like this. Okay, so we can just copy this from here. Okay, -2 days. And it is asking to in which format you want the date, so you can select the format here. So we'll take the format similar to this format, which is the 𝗪𝗵𝘆 format. So I'll select this 𝗪𝗵𝘆 format from here. Okay, and it is asking from which format, so I am going to select the format that we got from the Zoom, which is this. Let me show you this one. So you will find this format here, which have the T in between, this one. Okay, now when I click here on save and send test request, it will start showing the date and time 2 days before this date. So you can see the date we got is the 15th of November 2021, and we have subtracted 2 days from this date, so we got the date here like this, 13th of November. Okay, so now we want the date of 1 day before. So to do that, click on this plus icon, and from this action window choose date time formatter again, this one. And in this action event select add subtract time, click on connect, and in this enter date field enter the same date which we got from the Zoom meeting. Okay, so this is here, and in this expression now we are going to enter -1 day. Okay, like this. And if in which format, so I will take the same format, which is this one, 𝗪𝗵𝘆. And from which format we want to convert, so this is the format of that we got, and click on save and send test request. So you can see it starts showing this date, 14th of November. Okay, this date is 1 day before the date which we got, 15th. Okay, so now it is time to bring the date and time 2 hours before the starting date of our meeting. Okay, so to do that, click on this plus icon, then from this choose app, choose the application as date time formatter again, and in this action event select add subtract time, click on connect, and here in this enter date enter the same date and time from the Zoom meeting. Okay, and in this expression now we are going to enter -2 hours only. Okay, so I'm pasting the format, and here I'm going to make it -2 hours. Okay, and from the format choose the same format which is here, from format is here, and click on save and send test request. So it started showing the time of the meeting like this. Okay, so let me show you the exact time that we got is this. So actually the time we got is in UTC format. Okay, this is universally converted time format which we got from the Zoom registration. As you can see in this meeting, that let me show you the meeting time. It is saying 15th of November 2:30, but here it is showing us 9 o'clock. Why? Because it is UTC format which lags behind Indian Standard Time format by 5 hours and 30 minutes. So it is showing 9 a.m. Oh, 9 o'clock. Okay, So yeah, now we got the time in UTC format only when I subtracted 2 hours from this, like this. Okay, so let it be like this only. Now what you have to do, uh, click on this plus icon, and from this choose app you have to choose another application by Pabbly which is called number formatter. Okay, and in this action event select spreadsheet formulas option, then click on connect, and here we are going to enter a formula to compare the dates. So okay, so okay, before comparing the date we need the date of today. Okay, so let me delete this step first. We need another step, I'll show you. So click on this plus icon, and from this choose app choose date time formatter again, and in this action event select current date option, then click on connect. Okay, and from this format choose this basic format 𝗪𝗵𝘆 and also make the include time in response field true. We need time also. Then click on save and send test request. So this will bring us the current date and time. So this is current date and time. Today's date is 10th of November and this is the time is going on. Okay, so now we will compare the date of today with the date of with the dates we got here. This one, the date of 2 days before of the starting of the meeting date, and the 1 day before date, and the 2 hours before date. Okay, so I'll tell you why we are doing this. So click on this plus icon, and from this choose app choose the application as number formatter. Then in this action event select spreadsheet formulas, then click on connect, and here we are going to apply this formula. Let me show you from the formula list here. So guys, this is our formula list, and from this logical formulas we are going to apply this if formula. So I'm going to copy this formula format from here like this, and in Pabbly Connect I'm pasting this formula here. Okay, and here I'm going to first let me erase this field, and here I'm going to compare the dates. So we are going to compare the date with current date. Okay, so first of all I'm going to map the current date, which you will find in this date time formatter by Pabbly current date option. So this is our current date, map it. Okay, then here in this place of equals to I am going to enter. So in place of equals to I have put this less than mark. Okay, and here in this between these commas I am going to enter the date, which is 2 days before the date of starting of the meeting. So you will find the date of 2 days before in this first date time formatter option, where we have subtracted the date by -2. So this is the date. Okay, and here I have entered true and false. So when this date, which is the current date, when the current date will be less than the date of when the current date is less than this date, which is 2 days before the date of starting of the meeting, then only it will show us the true response. Okay, so I'm going to click here on save and send test request, and let's see. So it started showing the response is true because the today's date is 10th of November and the date of 2 days before the starting of the meeting is 13th of November. So it started showing true. Okay, so similarly we are going to click on this plus icon again, and from this choose app I am going to choose this number formatter option again, and from this action event I am going to select spreadsheet formulas, then click on connect, and here I'm going to paste this same formula like this. I'm just copying this and I'll paste it here. Okay, and here in the place of current date we are going to map the current date. Okay, so to map the current date you will find the current date in this current date option like this, and here we are going to compare this date with the date which is 1 day before the date of the meeting. Okay, so you will find the date of 1 day before the date of the meeting in this third step, in which we have subtracted the date of the meeting by -1. So this is the date, so map this date from here. Okay, then click on save and send test request, and you can see the result is true here also, because the date of today is 10 and the date of 1 day before the meeting is 14th. Okay, so similarly, one more time I'm going to click on this plus icon, and from this choose app, choose the number formatter again, and in this action event select spreadsheet formulas, click on connect, and I am going to paste the same formula here also. Okay, so let us map the things again. So first of all, map the current date, and in this second field between the commas I'm going to map the date of -2 hours before the date of meeting. So you will find the date and time -2 hours before the date of the meeting in this fourth option, where we have subtracted the date of the meeting by 2 hours. Okay, so this is the date here, subtracted -2 hours. Okay, now click on save and send test request here, and you will see the condition is true here also. Okay, now what you have to do, see, from the Zoom meeting we have got the date as I have shown you in the UTC format. As you can see here, where in the first step where we captured the data from the Zoom app, we got this date and time in this format. Okay, but in the message that I have shown you in the demo, in the message the time is something like this, 2:30. Okay, so it is not in the UTC format, it is showing the current time. It is showing the correct time in the Indian standard time format. So to convert this UTC time format, we are going to apply another function by Pabbly. So I'm scrolling down here and I am clicking on this plus icon again, and from this action I'm going to choose the date time formatter again to change the format of the date. Okay, and in this action event we are going to click on add subtract time, click on connect. Okay, and here we are going to enter the date that we got from the Zoom. Okay, so this is the date and time we have, right? And from this expressions I am going to enter like this. So we are going to add 5 hours and 30 minutes to this time so that we can get the current time in IST format. Okay, so I'm going to put a plus sign plus 5 hours and another plus sign 30 minutes. Okay, so you have to put it like this, and then it is asking the format, so let me change the format also. So I'm selecting this same format YYMMDD1. Okay, and from this from format, the from format is this which we have T in between. Okay, and then click on save and send test request. Okay, so you can see it is converted into this. Okay, so from this it got converted here 14:30. Okay, so 14:30 means 2:30. Okay, so our meeting is at 2:30 only. You can see 2:30. Okay, so now we got the correct time here as 2:30 in Indian Standard Time, right? But we in this result you can see we have this date and time together, but we want the date and time separately to send the things in the message. Okay, so let's separate these two things. So to do that, click on this plus icon again, and from this choose app you have to choose now text formatter. Okay, this is text formatter, and from the section event choose split text option, then click on connect. Okay, now it is asking text to split, so we need this text here to split. So just click here and click on this date time formatter 9th number, where you will find the corrected time. Okay, like this. Then it is asking separator, so we want to separate the date and time from the space. So I'm going to put this space like this here in the separator. Okay, and in the segment index we want both of these things, the date and time. So I'm selecting all. Okay, then click on save and send test request, and you can see the date and the time is separated like this. This is the date and this is the time. Okay, now we are going to it is time to send the messages on WhatsApp. So this is our final step now. So to click on this plus icon, we are going to apply another function by Pabbly, which is called routers. Okay, so this is router we have, and in this route 1 I'm going to click here on set filter and action steps. Okay, and here it is showing us a filter. So we are applying this filter to say to Pabbly Connect that we want to send the messages on WhatsApp when certain conditions match true. So what are those conditions? So we are going to apply the conditions which are see in this steps where we have compared the dates, you can see we have this result true. Okay, so when these results are going to be true, which is like if the date of today is going to be less than the date of 2 days before the meeting, or 1 day before the meeting, or 2 hours before the meeting, then only we want to send the message. Okay, so when these conditions, then these results which we have here are true, then only we are going to send the message. Okay, so to apply this filter, what you have to do, you have to go to your router. So this is our router, click on set filter. Okay, and here we are going to select that result label. So our first result label you will find here in the first number formatter option. Okay, so in the first number formatter we have compared the date of today with the date of 2 days before the meeting. Okay, so you will find this result label here true. So map this true label and make the filter type equals to, and just manually enter here true like this. So we are actually saying when this result label equals to true, then only we are going to send the message. So when I click here on save and send test request, you can see it is showing the condition is true here. Okay, so after this, click here on this plus icon here only, and now we want to send the message on WhatsApp. But when we want to send the message, we want to send the message 2 days before first, then 1 day before, and then 2 hours before. So here it is showing the condition is true, but we do not want to send the message today. We want to send the message 2 days before. So we are going to delay this process from today. So from today we are going to apply a delay function here. Okay, and from today we are going to delay this workflow, delay this automation until the date of 2 days before the date of meeting. Okay, so you have to find the date of 2 days before the date of meeting. So to do that, click on here, click on this field, and you will find this first date time formatter in which we have subtracted the date of meeting by 2 days. Okay, so here you can see we got the result. So map this result from here. Okay, then click on save and send test request. Okay, so the status is success here. The message is delayed until this date. Okay, now it is time to send the message on WhatsApp. So to connect WhatsApp, click here on this plus icon. Okay, and from this choose app, we are going to choose another application which is called 360 dialog. Okay, so we are choosing this WhatsApp by 360 dialog. So now you guys are wondering why we are using another application. Actually guys, to send messages on WhatsApp directly, we need to have the access of WhatsApp's chat API. So guys, 360 dialog is an application which have the official access of WhatsApp's chat API. So by using this application, we can send messages on WhatsApp directly. Okay, so now in action event, select this send template message option, and then click on connect here. Okay, so if you are making the connection with 360 dialog for the first time with Pabbly Connect, then select this add new connection, and then it will ask for these things, the API key and the domain name. So to find these things, you have to go your 360 dialog account and there have to generate a API key. So let me bring you to my 360 dialog account. Here it is. So guys, you can also set up your own 360 dialog account, and to do that, I suggest you to use the link that we have pasted in the description so that you can avail the services of 360 dialog in very affordable prices, right? And here I'm going to click on this WhatsApp accounts page. And here you can see in this page, there is a button showing generate API key. So by clicking on this button, you can generate your own API key. After that, copy that key and paste the key here in Pabbly Connect in this API key field, right? And while generating the key, you will get this domain link also, which will look like this. Generally, the link is this. So you can paste this link here in this domain field. Okay. So after pasting both of these things, you have to click on save and you will be connected with 360 dialog account. Okay, so guys, generating this API key is one-time task only. Once you generate your own key, you can use the same key to make the connection afterwards also with Pabbly Connect. Okay, and this process that I have shown you, by making the connection for the first time by this process, next time you can choose this existing connection option. Okay, as I have already made a connection before in a different workflow with 360 dialog, so I can choose this existing connection option. And now I just have to click on save. And you will see that we will be connected with 360 dialog. Okay, so it is started showing connected. Now it is asking the template, which template you want to use. So let me first tell you what are these templates. So I am in my 360 dialog account again, and here I am going to click on manage templates button. So guys, these are the templates we have. So let me open one for you. So guys, templates are nothing but the messages that we want to send on WhatsApp to whomever we want to send. Okay. So to prevent spamming, you have to create these standard message templates here in 360 dialog first. Okay. So to create a message template, just click here on add template button and here give a name to your template. Select the category of your template. Okay. Then select the language in which you want to send the message. Okay. Then select the template's type. And here in this body field, you have to type the main body or the message that you want to send to people. Okay. After that, click here on preview and submit your template. So after submitting your template, what will happen? WhatsApp's parent company, that is Facebook or Meta, will review your template and approve your template. Okay, so the standard time of template approval, they say, is 30 minutes to 48 hours, but generally in real time it take only 45 minutes to 1.5 hours to get a template approved. So once you got your templates approved, you can use them to send messages on WhatsApp. Okay, so in Pabbly Connect here, it is asking which template I want to use. So from this list, I am going to select the template which I have made to send the messages on Zoom, which is this one, Zoom today. Okay, so I'm selecting this template here. So you can see after selecting the template, this namespace field and the language code get automatically filled up. And here it is asking for the recipient's mobile number. So here we are going to enter the mobile number of the person who have registered for our webinar or Zoom meeting. So to get the number, you just have to click here, then click on Zoom option, and you will find the number here. So map this number from here only. Okay. And you have to enter the number in this format. So let us put a plus sign also. Okay. After that, it is asking for this body field 1, 2, 3. So let me tell you what are these things. So I'm opening my message template here in my 360 dialog. Okay. So my message template is here, Zoom today, this one. Okay. And here in this message template, you can see we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 in double curly braces. So guys, these are the body fields or the variables we have in our message. As you can see, after dear, we are going to put the name of the person, so that the name of the person is going to change with every new message. Okay, thank you for registering yourself to the dash webinar. Okay, so here we are going to enter the name of the webinar. So if you have more than one webinars or many webinars lined up, this can also change with every new message. And the date and time of the webinar can also change. Okay, the link of the webinars can also change. So these are the things that are that is going to change with every new message. And to get these body fields filled automatically in a new message, you have to map the values of these things here in Pabbly Connect. Let me show you here. Okay, so in the first body field, I'm going to map the name of the registrant. So I'll find the registrant's name in the Zoom meeting, Zoom configure webhooks option. This is the name. So I'm going to map the full name here. Okay, so similarly you can map all other body fields too. Let me fill these things. So okay, so in the second body field, we are going to map the name of the topic or the meeting. Okay, this is our webinar's topic, so I'm mapping it. So let us map the third and all other body fields too. So you can see in this third body field, let me show you here, we are going to enter the time and date. Okay, so in the third we are going to enter the time. So we have separated the time in this step. I'll show you. I'm clicking here on this field, and from this step, in this text formatter, we have separated the time like this. Okay, so we got the times. So that's why we have applied this step, because we are going to use this data here. So I'm going to map this time from this step. Okay, and also I'm going to, in the fourth body field, I'm going to map the date from the same step, which is this text formatter. This is the date. Okay, and here it is asking for webinars link. So you'll find the webinars link in the Zoom option. Here is the webinars link. Let me show you. This is the link. Okay, so we have mapped the webinars joining link, and here it is asking. So here you can put the name of your team or your company, anything like this. Okay, so we have filled all the details required to send the message. Now when I click here on save and send test request, this data according to our message template will be delivered on the WhatsApp account of this person. Okay, which person? This person, 𝗪𝗵𝘆 𝗖𝗪𝗯𝗯𝗹𝘆. So let me show you. So I'm going to click here on save and send test request, and you can see it started showing this kind of response here, and we have received a new message in WhatsApp also. And the message is this: dear 𝗪𝗵𝘆, thank you for registering yourself to the psychological grooming session. And you can see in the place of body fields, we have this time, date, the link of the meeting, right? As we have mapped the values here in Pabbly Connect like this. Okay, so our connection with WhatsApp is working fine. Now just click on save. Okay, and click on done. So our first route is completed. Now it is time for the second route to send the message to 1 day before. Okay, so in the first route we applied the filters and action to send messages 2 days before. Now it is time to set actions for 1 day before. Okay, so here in this filter, I am going to select the label of this second number formatter, in which we have got the date of, in which we have compared the date, which is today's date, and the date 1 day before the actual date of the meeting. Okay, and the result was showing true. So I'm going to map this result, make the filter type equals to, and here in this value I'm going to manually enter true. Okay, and now click on save and send test request here, and the condition is true. This status is success. Now click on this plus icon again. So we do not want to send the message today, so we are going to delay the message delivery from today to the date 1 day before the date of the Zoom meeting. Okay, so I am going to apply the delay. Okay, so I'm going to delay it until the date of one day before. So we fetch the date of one day before from this uh, second date time formatter, in which we have subtracted the date by one day. This is the date. Okay, then click on save and send test request, and the condition is true. Now let's connect the 360 dialog application to send messages on WhatsApp. Okay, so in the section event, select template message, click on connect, then choose existing connection, click on save. And from this templates field, now I'm going to select the template which I have made to send the message one day before. So this is Zoom one day template. I'm selecting. Okay, now let me map all other details as we have done in the route 1. Okay, so let me fill this. So I have filled all the body fields and mapped the values. Now click here on save and send test request. So it started showing this type of response, and we got another new message. Let's check what is in the message. And the message is this now: Dear 𝗪𝗵𝘆 𝗖𝗯𝗯𝗹𝘆, thank you for registering yourself to the psychological grooming session. The webinar will happen tomorrow at this time. Okay, so this is the message that is going to be sent one day before. Okay, so the connection with WhatsApp is fine here. Click on save, then click on done. So we have made the actions and connections for the route 1, which is for the 2 days before sending the message, and route 2 is to send the message one day before. Now I am going to add another route, which is route 3, to send messages 2 hours before the starting of the meeting. Okay, so now let's click here on set filters and actions for the route 3, and here I am going to select the label in which we have compared the dates of today and the date of the meeting uh, 2 days before. 2 hours before. Okay, so we have subtracted the date and time by 2 hours in this 5th step, and here in this third number formatter we have compared the dates of today and the date of the meeting, and the result was true. And so the date of the meeting was less than the date of today, so the result was true. So map this result here, make the filter type equals to, enter the value true here. So this is the similar process like this first and the second route. Click on save and send test request. The condition is true. Now click on this plus icon and delay the message. So we are going to apply the delay, and we will delay until 2 hours before. Okay, so I'm going to delay it until, so the date would be the date of the meeting. Okay, so from this delay date we need to find the step in which we have subtracted the time by 2 hours. So we have subtracted the time by 2 hours in this third step. Okay, so you can see the date is the same as the date of the meeting, but the time is subtracted by 2 hours. So map this date and time here, then click on save and send test request, and the message delivery will be delayed up to the time 2 hours before the starting of the meeting. Okay, then click on this plus icon and select 360 dialog application to send the message, so to send the reminder. And in the section event, you already know, send template message, click on connect, choose existing connection, click on save. And in this template field, I am going to select the template which I have made to send the messages 2 hours before as a reminder. Okay, so I'm selecting that template here. And now let me fill these body fields here to send messages on WhatsApp. So I have filled all other body fields also like this. Now let me click here on save and send test request, and you can see the response is this, and we have received a message too. Let's check the message, and the message is this: Dear 𝗪𝗵𝘆 𝗖𝗯𝗯𝗹𝘆, thank you for registering yourself to psychological grooming session. and the webinar will happen within the next 2 hours. It will start at sharp this time. Okay, so this is the message which is going to be sent 2 hours before the starting of the webinar or the meeting, right? So we are done here. Now just click on save, then click on done, and let me give you a quick recap what we have done here. Okay, so first of all, in this trigger option we connected Zoom application. Then with the help of this URL we connected Zoom application and captured the data by making another registration here in Pabbly Connect like this. After that, in this action window we applied date time formatter to get the date 2 days before the date of the meeting like this, subtracted by 2 days. After that, we get the date 1 day before the date of the meeting by applying the same thing like this. And in this third step, we applied datetime formatter again to subtract the time by 2 hours. Okay, so in the expressions we have put -2 hours. Okay, then we subtracted the so we had subtracted the time by 2 hours. Then we applied datetime formatter to get the current date. Okay, so we are going to compare this date, so that's why we have fetched the current date. After that, we applied number formatter and applied the if formula to know that the date of the date which is 2 days before the meeting is in the future. Okay, so the current date is less than this date, so the formula applied and the condition was true. And in the second number formatter, we compared the date with the date 1 day before the date of the meeting. And in this third number formatter, we compared the date of today with the date of the meeting, and the time is 2 hours before, and that condition also matched true. Also, in this fourth step, we applied datetime formatter to get the date in correct format, which is the IST format. So here we have added in the expression 5 hours and 30 minutes because we got the date from the Zoom like this, and it is showing the date and the time in UTC format. So we have corrected this time and date here like this. Okay. Then we applied text formatter to split the date and time which we got to fill these things to send the message. Okay, so we separated these things, date and time, like this. Then we applied in this action step routes. In the first route, we have selected the filter and the action steps to send messages 2 days before. Okay, so in the filter, I have applied the result of the label in which we have compared the today's date with the date of 2 days before, and the conditions matched true. And we delayed the delay of message delivery to the date at which we want to send the message, which is 2 days before the meeting. And we connected 360 dialog application to send messages on WhatsApp, right? So we have followed the similar process in other 2 routers also. So our workflow is completed here. And let me tell you one thing, that you can make this workflow or automation run 100 times in a month with the help of Pabbly Connect's free account, because Pabbly Connect's free account provides you 100 free tasks every new month. Okay, if 100 tasks are sufficient for you, you can use Pabbly Connect for free forever. Also, we are going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using that instantly. So guys, this is it for today's video. If you want any other type of integration, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries and discuss it from this forum, and check the pricing of this software from this link. And guys, as we did today, you can make many different type of integrations using many different softwares by Pabbly Connect and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. So guys, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching this video.